As promised, the second round of Todd McShay's latest NFL mock draft is coming up. We already broke down the first round. We went a little bit longer so that we could have more conversation on all the guys instead of going quickly through it. If you got the round one push, congrats. Maybe you're part of the Noti gang. Make sure you're subscribed here and notifications are set to all so you don't miss anything here. NFL Draft by Chat Sports. If you missed round one, that video link will be high up in the description and in the comment section of today's video. Mazi Smith kicks things off in round two. I'm a little surprised they invest that early in a defensive tackle, but he's a good football player. Love Jalin Hyatt to Houston at number 33 overall. Bring some speed to that wide receiver, even if he's kind of only fast right now. Arizona takes Jahmyr Gibbs. Running back's an underrated need for them, so I actually don't mind that one at all. James Conner would be a good complement to Gibbs, who is explosive as all get out. Julius Brents, who is a Colts-style corner, by the way. Long arms, great athlete. He might need some time to adjust to full NFL-style things, but Brents in the second. It's a little early for me, but I don't despise it. Kelee Ringo out of Georgia to the Rams here. You trade away Jalen Ramsey. Corner is an area of concern. I actually like this pick a decent amount. Ringo, much like Brent, it's upside. Can he maximize on the traits that he has? He's a better athlete, less ball skills, Trayvon Diggs, who was fairly raw coming out of Alabama. Seattle back on the clock here. And although I will make note, Todd McShay said that Tyree Wilson was the first-round pick. Editor, a mistake. No, it was Jalen Carter in the first round. Reminder. But Keion White in the second, I actually don't mind, especially when you're taking Jalen Carter there. Add some more trench pieces. I think the top 15 buzz was ridiculous. Early round two, I'm much more on board with. Bryan Bresee in the second round to the Raiders. I think defensively, Witherspoon and Bryan Bresee is a really great 1-2 punch. He scares me in the first round because it's kind of all upside, all traits, less production. But in the second round, it's much more palatable, I'll call it. The Panthers get a guard to help protect C.J. Stroud. One of my favorite guys, O'Cyrus Torrence. I think the Panthers O-line's actually in decent shape. I don't, the interior combo for now of Brady Christensen, Bradley Bozeman, Oscar, it isn't elite, but it's good enough. It's survivable is the term I'll use there. So I don't hate that one. Plus, I'm a big fan of O'Cyrus Torrence, and I'm a big fan of Darnell Washington out of Georgia. There are oftentimes you'll see tight ends described as they're just big receivers. Darnell Washington at 264, 6'7", and a fantastic blocker is a skinny offensive lineman. So whether it's Darnell Washington or Luke Musgrave, I wouldn't be shocked if the third guy snuck into round one, depending on how the board falls there. So over or under 2.5 tight ends in the first round. O for over, U for under. Get those votes in for me in the comment section. Drew Sanders to Tennessee here. I think this is fair value for Drew Sanders, but you're going to have Monty Rice, Azeez Al-Shaair, and no offensive lineman yet for Tennessee? That part makes me go, Joe Tippmann to the Jets. They have back-to-back picks here, so a starting center, they need that. I'm on board. And I think the best pick in all of round two, Brian Branch. To put it in perspective, I wouldn't be mad if he was the Jets' first-round pick. That's how good I think Brian Branch is. I know he's not an elite athlete, but nickel corner safety, I think my player comp is like a slightly bigger Jimmy Ward. So Jets, Niners defensive background, it makes perfect sense. Keanu Benton to the Falcons here, a defensive tackle. He got Grady Jarrett, you signed David Onyemata. I feel like McShay kind of got locked in too much on defense here. Luke Musgrave, I like that one, to the Green Bay Packers. He does scare me. He's a great athlete, but I think he's a bad blocker, drop server. He's kind of like Evan Ingram to me. First round, not a fan. Second round, okay, as tight end 4, that intrigues me a little bit better. Now, I'm a big DJ Turner fan. I think he should be a top 50 pick this year because he's a great athlete. There's really good stickiness in coverage. I don't love his fit in New England. They do love the undersized corners, but they also managed to re-sign most of them. They have Miles Bryant's an RFA. They have Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, Jonathan Jones. They got a lot of Joneses now that I look at it. I don't think they need another corner. John Michael Schmitz out of Minnesota to the Commanders. So I'm not sure the Commanders are that high on JMS. We'll see about that. But if they think he can play guard, it makes a little bit more sense for Washington. Jack Campbell out of Iowa to the Detroit Lions. I think Malcolm Rodriguez is a keeper. I actually like Jack Campbell as the eventual Alex Anzalone replacement in Detroit. Love Cam Smith at 49. I mean, if you could flip Cam Smith, Mazi Smith, I think I feel a bit better there. I think he's a top 50 player. I don't know why he's slid in a bunch of mock drafts there. He's a long-term starting corner for Pittsburgh down the road. Anton Harrison, love this pick for Tampa. He could be a round 1 pick for them, frankly, because right now their left tackle room, unless they're going to move Tristan Wirfs over to the left side, which I doubt they do, it's Justin School. We're gonna try Luke Gedeke at tackle. There's nothing there, so they need a left tackle. The Miami Dolphins get a mountain of a man in DeJuan Jones, 6'8", 374, 36 and change inch arms. I think the weight concerns are very valid for DeJuan Jones, but plug and play at right tackle. Let's ride. Offensive line run, Steve Avila goes to Seattle here. Now, he can play guard or center. I would wonder if Seattle's earlier pick would maybe be John Michael Schmitz, who they did work out there. But Avila did play center at TCU. Maybe that's an option for them. Worst case, he would be a plug-and-play option. I think at either guard spot, I think he's best, though, at left guard. Now, of the more likely round 2 players, who is your favorite one in this year's draft class? Sound off for me in the comment section right now. Zach Charbonnet, number 53 overall. You bring in Deonta Foreman, you sign Travis Homer, you have Khalil Herbert. I like Charbonnet. I don't know if running back is a big area of need for the Bears. Brenton Strange, surprised he goes in round 2. McShay says he recently dug into Strange's tape, so I guess he's just behind. That's fine. Everyone in the media is behind. I think he is underrated. I think 54 is too early, especially over Sam Laporta. The Lions getting Laporta at 55 would be awesome. I think that'd be a great selection for them. I know they got Brock Wright, whatever, but I think adding another tight end impact one in a great class makes a ton of sense. Tyreek Stevenson, 56th out of Miami to the Jacksonville Jags. You need another corner? I have no real complaints about that pick. Or this one, Josh Downs, 57 overall. I guess the Giants just love the small receivers, but I like Josh Downs. I wouldn't mind some bigger players. Trenton Simpson. Now, Simpson is a pre-draft visit for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't love him in round 1. He's kind of in that, okay, there's like 20 guys like late round 1, early round 2 that could make some sense. Get him late round 2? Love that pick for the Cowboys. Riley Moss, the Iowa corner. I like this one. He was very good at Iowa. I think he's a better fit in zone. Bills play zone. Boom. It makes sense. Matthew Bergeron, who I think does need some work as a pass protector, by the way, out of Syracuse to the Bengals. He's a right tackle. There's your short-term or maybe just long-term Jonah Williams replacement with Orlando Brown now at left tackle. Byron Young, the edge out of Tennessee. That is the Tennessee defensive end there. He's a little bit older, but he is really athletic. I can't take him in round 1. 61 is a little bit early, but the athlete is very intriguing. And the Bears, of course, need another edge rusher. I love Antonio Johnson of Philadelphia at the end of round 2. That is a very realistic range and fit and need, all of it. Like, he'd be a great Philadelphia Eagle. You'll lose Marcus Epps, you lose Johnson Gunnar-Johnson. You sign Terrell Edmunds short-term, there's your long-term starting safety. Finally, Jonathan Mingo. Bit surprised he goes at the back end of round 2. I think he's kind of more of a maybe late third-round player, but he has some better size than some of the guys in this year's class, and he'd probably be great with Patrick Mahomes, right? So grade this Todd McShay NFL mock draft. A, B, C, D, or F. Sound off for me right now in the comment section. If you just want to grade your favorite team's mock, that's fine too. I'll give him at least a C+, because 2 rounds is a lot after all.